Hello everyone, welcome to B1 Engineering Placements. And today that I'm going to be discussing with you the calendars related problems which asked in most of the interviews and most of the competitive examinations. So let us have the discussion on the basics related to the calendars as well as the problems based on that basics that we are going to be learning is going to be discussing in this particular one. So first of all, what is the meaning of a calendar means? As we are all know that one, the calendar is a chart or a series of pages that is showing some days, weeks, months, particularly in a year, or gives a particular seasonal informations, etc. That will be called as a calendar. So here, what the topics that I'm going to be covering under this particular session is decoded days of the week and as well as for the year, for the centuries, how to decode the values, and for the weeks, how to decode this values, as well as the mainly three kind of the problems that we are going to be discussing. So there is a chance to ask these three kind of the problems only. So, first type, if we see type 1 problems, finding the day when and another day is given. So, for example, suppose if 17th August 2019 was Friday, then what should be the probable day of 18th August 2025? Such kind of problems. If they ask you, then how to answer those questions, that we'll see in this type 1 related problems. In the type 2 problems, they will ask you to find out the day when another day is not given. So directly they will ask you what should be the day of the 17th August 2019 and what should be the day falling day of 18th August 2025. So these kind of problems they'll ask. And the type 3 problems. So they'll ask you the related to match the calendars of the months. So let us say in the WhatsApps and everything also we are all seeing 1971 is the calendar that is equivalent to 2021. So these are all the calendars that we are all seeing, and recently we have celebrated the new year also. So here, how to match the calendars from one year to another year, that is going to be discussing in this particular session. So all the three kind of the problems that I'll discuss with you, and if you have learned these shortcuts, then you can find the problems within 2 to 3 seconds, or even if it is a difficult problem, it won't takes more than a minute to answer such kind of questions. But the thing is, we have to learn the basics first. To learn the basics and understanding the basics might be takes some time, but not for the solutions. So that is the concept of this particular session. So let us say first one, to understand the basic structure of the calendars. And most of you might be known this one, but it's my duty to tell you difference between the ordinary year as well as this leap year. So ordinary year means any year which is having 365 days is a calendar. It will be called as an ordinary year. So whereas 1879, 2009, 2019, etc. Whereas a leap year, which is having 366 days, is called as a leap year. For example, 2012, 2016, 2020, 20, etc. Ma'am, you have how to find out whether it is a leap year or ordinary year. So that basics are also that I'm going to be discussing with you. First, let me tell you what is the how to calculate the odd days. Then later we will have the discussion on ordinary days as well as the leap year. So first of all, if we divide these 365 days with 7, 365 days with 7, it gives you the quotient as 52 and the remainder as 1, which means 52 weeks. For a week, we know that 7 days. So 52 weeks as well as one additional day will be there in this ordinary year. So that one day will be treated as one odd day. So one odd day for this particular ordinary year. So the same thing, if we divide this 366 with a 7, then same 52 as a quotient, whereas the remainder will be 2. So from this one, I can conclude that 2 odd days for a leap year. So throughout the year, so for an ordinary year, one odd day will be there, and whereas for the leap year, there will be 2 odd days throughout the years. That is the calculation of this odd days from the years, whether it is an ordinary year as well as the leap year. So that is the conclusion of this particular slide. So next one, if we see number of odd days in a particular month. Odd days in a particular month. So same thing, January has 31 days, irrespective of whether it is an ordinary year or a leap year. So division of 31 by 7 will give us quotient as, sorry, um, 31 by 7, quotient as 4 and quotient as 4, whereas the remainder as 3. Remainder as 3. So 4 7s are 28 and 3 is the remainder. So then we can treat these 3 odd days for the January month. 3 odd days for the January month. Then on generalization, any month which has 31 days is 3 odd days, and the month which has 30 days has 2 odd days. In only exceptional cases, we know that one for the February only. So where the month of the ordinary year will be having 28 days, so the remainder will be 0. If it is an ordinary year, February month, it is 0. If it is a leap year, if it is a leap year, 29 divided by 7, where it gives a remainder as 1. This one day will be an additional odd day for the months. So first of all, if it is an year, how to calculate the year odd days means, if it is an ordinary year, 1 odd day. If it is a leap year, 2 odd days. If it is the January, the month which is having 31 days, will have 3 odd days, whereas the 30 days months, 30 days having months will be called as 2 odd days, and the leap year will be having only one odd day, one odd day, whereas an ordinary year February month might not be have the 0 is the odd days for that particular month. So here is the chart or the conclusions that I have given you. So if you see this one, January month is having 3 odd days, whereas the February, if it is an ordinary year, 0. If it is a leap year, 1. And the March is 3, April 2 odd days, May 3, June 2, July 3, August 3, September 2, October 3, and November 2 odd days, whereas in December will be have 3 odd days. So that is the a chart which is showing the odd days in that one, but I have told you how to remind that, how to calculate those odd days, and if you remember this one, this is very useful for you. Then decoding of the week. So first I have told you the years. If it is an ordinary year, 1 odd day. If it is the leap year, 2 odd days. And later on that I have given you a conclusion on the months calculation. If it is 31 days, 3 odd days. If it is having 30 days, 2 odd days. Whereas it is having 28 days, 0, and there is the possibility of 29, and where it is giving the odd day of 1. Same thing. Now years, months is passed. The next one is week. This one, Always a week starts with a Monday. We have to treat it as a Monday, and hence the Saturday and Sundays are referred to as weekends. In order to make the calculations easy, it is reduces its time during this examinations. So it is better to treat this starting of the week is Monday. So that is Monday means 1. Tuesday means 2. Wednesday means 3. Thursday means 4. Friday means 5. And whereas the Saturday means 6. And Sunday we can treat it as 0. Again, 0th year. So a complete week is completed. So a complete week is completed. So that is the third one, decoding of the weeks. Decoding of the weeks that we came to know. So same thing that I've given you as a chart. If the odd days we have get in this answer, then we can, if the odd days out of the calculation, if we get 0 as the result, then we can treat that day is the Sunday. If it is 1 Monday, 2 Tuesday, 3 Wednesday, 4 Thursday, 5 Friday, 6 is the Saturday. So like this, we can calculate we can decode the days of a week. And this table will helps us decoding the answers obtained at the end of the problem solving process in the calendar related problems. So for example, if we see the value obtained in the final stage of the calculation is 10. Final stage, that is let us say 1689 year, 1689th year. So finally for all these years we have calculated, assume that 10 odd days we have calculated, 10 odd days we have noted. So we can divide this 10 divided by 7. So 7 ones are 7, whereas the remainder is 3. So 3 means we can treat it as, we can decode it as Wednesday. Can decode it as Wednesday. So that's why, so it is very easy for us to calculate at the end of this calculations part. And today is the Monday. After 61 days, it will be if they have asked you. So 61 days divided by 7. Why we have taken the 7 is only the consideration means 7 weeks, 7 days will be having a week. So that's why how many weeks after repeated of the 7 days, the same day will come. So after 61 days, so if the 61 days, it will be a Saturday. So it will be a Saturday. Each day of the weeks is repeated after 7 days. So if we see this one, with this reminder, 7 8s 56, 56, then 5 is the reminder. 5 is the reminder. 5 is the reminder. So after Monday, we can take the 5 days. Monday, Tuesday, first day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We can treat. And in this explanation, we can come from the back end also. Suppose 7 9s are 63. 7 9s are 63. So we can come, 61 means 2 days we can come back also. So we can come back means Monday back count if we do 2 days back means Sunday or and Saturday. First 2 days back means Saturday. So we can either calculate from forward movement or backward movement. So but as I'm telling you that we have to learn this basics. Then once if we have learned the basics, then we can either calculate from the forward or backward periods. Then the now that I'm going to be discussing with you how to evaluate a leap year. So leap year and how to calculate that one and how to calculate the odd days for a leap year. So if we see here, a leap year occurs for every 4 years. Most of the time, but there are scenarios where the gap between the two leap years was 8 years instead of the regular 4 years. Some situations, that is when the centuries are all changing. If it is changing from one century to another century, then at that time, even between the two leap years, there is a chance of 8 years gap will be there. So if we see this example of 1800, 1896 is a leap year, and the next year leap year comes in this 1904, 19th century 1904. So because 1900 is not a leap year, then might have the doubt that, ma'am, how you calculated that particular leap years means. Let's have the discussion on that one. So in order to make an invigilation easier and faster, and for every 4 years, then if it is, we will divide with that year with the 4. If it completely becomes 0, it is considered as a leap year. So let us say divided by 4. So 4 4s are 16, 4 7s are 28, 4 2s are 472 divided by 4. So as it's completely divisible by 4. So that's why we can treat these years as the leap years. 2012. So 4 5s are 20, 0, 4 3s are 12. So 4 5s are 4 4s are. So we can treat it as the leap years. Whereas unlike these years are not completely divisible by 4, it gives a reminder. They gives the reminder. Then those years will be treated as normal years. So they will be treated as normal years. So what we have to remember, if it is a leap year, it completely divides with 4. And if it is not a leap year, it gives a reminder when it divides with 4. But there are some exceptional cases for this one. There are some exceptional cases. So let us say 700 is completely divisible by 4, but it is not considered as a leap year. For a century year, the logic follows that it should be divisible by 400, but not by 4. So see, 700. It is century. So 100, it is century, right? So if it is a century, it should not be, if it divisibles by 4, 4 ones are 4, 4 sevens are 28, 30, 24 fives. But it is not at all a leap year because it is not divides with a 400. Century means 400, right? So 400, but it is gives 7 by 4 and it gives 3 as the reminder. So it is very clear that if it is a century, it has to divides with a 400. If it has to divides with 400, then if it gives a 0, then only it will be a leap year. If not, it won't be called as a leap year. It will be a normal year. For example, 400, 800, 1200, etc. are the leap years as they are divisible by 400, and years like 300, 700, 100 years, etc. are not leap years as they are not divisible by 400. So first if we see 100, 200, 300 is not divisible by 400, 400, 800, 1200. Next 400 means 1600, 2000, 2000, uh, 2400. So that years will only be called as the leap years, but the others will not be called as the leap years. So that is the how to calculate the leap years that we have discussed. So this is the concept That is helps the students in answering the questions of the calendars in less than 30 seconds and looks an unsolvable, but the applications of this concern makes very easy solution in this quicker once if we observe. So let us see some of the examples. What day of the week was the year 100 AD after AD December 31st? So this might looks like a difficult and a big problem for us. Then we'll feel some difficulty how to solve this one. But definitely it is very easy to calculate such kind of problems. So let us consider 100 years, that is year 1 AD to year 100 AD. So 1 to 100, 1 to 100. So in this one, we can we can calculate the number of odd days, and it is December 31st means completely the days were completed. So if we divide this 100 with 4, because we want to know first of all how many odd years how many leap years are all there and how many ordinary years are all there, and we will get 25 as the remainder, which means there will be a chance of 25. If it is divisible by 4 means 25 leap years, whereas 75 years as the ordinary years. Ordinary years. But once if we see 100th century, century means it is 100 means century. It should be divisible by 400, then only it will be 400, then only it will be treated as a leap year. But it is not divisible by 4. So which means 100th year will not be a leap year. So which means we can less 1 and we can add this to 1. So now finally what we can conclude, 24 leap years, 24 leap years, whereas 76 ordinary years. Now converting these, if these days, a day has to, date has to find out, 76 ordinary days will have, 76 ordinary days will have 76 odd days, because 76 into each ordinary will have how many odd days means 1. So 76 plus 24 into 2, because a leap year will have 2 odd days. So 24 into 2, 48. The total number of odd days in this particular 100 is 76 plus 48. 124. 124. Now we can let me clear all this. We can divide that particular, so total odd days, the number of odd days. So there we have calculated is, so 17 weeks, 124. So total odd days we have calculated 124, 76 plus 48. So 124. So if we want to know a day, then we have to divide with the 7. So 124 by 124 by 7. So total odd days, 76 into 1 plus 24 into 2 odd days, then we'll get 124 days. But 7s if we do, quotient as a 17, but we don't want this quotient, which means it is having 17 weeks, whereas the remainder as 5. So this indicates 124 days had 17 weeks and 5 odd days. So 5 odd days means, now decoding of the week. So already we know that 0 is a Sunday, 1 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. 5 means what? A Friday. Then we can, hence the last day of the December 31st of the year 100 was Friday. So like this, we can calculate the days in a particular calendar. Similarly, one can find the last day of the other century years by extending the same logic. See here. So from this logic, what we have calculated is if 100 years is having 5 odd days, then if we logically wants to know 200 years means we can write 100 plus 100. 5 odd days plus 5 odd days. Total odd days is 10. Day, if you wants to calculate, we can divides with 7. So 7 ones are 7, whereas the remainder is 3. So which means 200th day, ending day will be 3 means Wednesday. Same as 300 years if we want to calculate, then how can we write means 200 plus 100. So 200 already we know that one 3 odd days plus for 100 it is 5. So 5 plus 3 8. So if we divide with the 7 1 as the remainder. So which means 300 years will have 1 odd day. So like this for the centuries also we can calculate the odd days. So now as a conclusion if we see here a year, if it is an ordinary year, the number of odd days will be 1. If the if it is an ordinary year, generally the number of odd days is 1. Ordinary year I'm not I'm telling you ordinary year is having 1 odd day, whereas a leap year will have 2 odd days, whereas a century if it is year if it is 1 2 years that is, so if it has become accumulated 100 years that is a century, so 100 years will be called as a century, will have 5 odd days, and 200th century 3 odd days, 300 it is 1, again it is 400 divided by 400 0 means Sunday it is, and that day 0, and 500 means again how can we write means 100 plus 400, 5 plus 5 plus 0 5 is the odd day, 600 means 200 plus 400, 3 plus 0 3, 700 means 300 plus 400, 1 plus 0 1, 800 400 plus 400 it is 0, 900 means 400 plus 500 again it is 5, and 1000 means 500 plus 500 that is 5 plus 5 7 plus 3 10, or 3 is the one's name. So well, from this one I can conclude that 100th century wherever we are seeing the odd days 5 3 1, here is also 5 3 1, so which means the century ending day will be either Friday, Wednesday, Monday, or Sunday. But there is no chance of the Tuesday. Centuries year ending day will be. There is no chance of the Tuesdays or Thursdays. Even if it is a 400th year, then it will be a Sunday. So Friday, Wednesday, Monday will be falls on that one. Tuesday and Thursday will not be a last day, will not be possible to be a last day of the any century. Even if they ask you any logical questions related to that one, we can give the answers based on this particular basics. So from this one, from these observations, the order will always be Friday, Wednesday, Monday, and Sunday. The century will be ends either Friday, Wednesday, Monday, or Sunday, because we can decode this 5310 values, and it will never ends with Tuesday or Thursday and Saturday again. So there also I forgot that one. So that is Saturday is also will not be a possible to be an end day for this century. So these are all the observations we have learned. So let us apply this knowledge, whatever that we have learned in solving of the problems. The first kind of the problems that we are discussing is type 1 related problems, that is finding the day when another day is given. So when another day is given, so calculation of this one. So the first thing, 17th, if 17th March 2008 was Monday, then what was 1st April 2012? Then don't rush to the calendar. Don't check that 2008 was Monday or not. They have clearly given if. For example, it means if it happens, then what should be the day on this one? So for this one, so first of all, we have to calculate the 17th March 2008 to 17th March 2012. Up to how many days are all there in this years? Because it is a complete years. How many odd days are all there? We will calculate. Then we will add days of this first up to April. So that is 17th March 2008 to 17th March 2012. So from 17th March to then we can calculate up to 1st April 2012. For this, here the days gap is there, but here it is the years gap is there. So directly we can calculate the year odd days. Then year we can calculate days odd days. So odd days of the years as well as the days we can calculate for this one. So for this one, so from 2008 8 to 11. So because 2012 year is not completed, up to the 11 years, how many odd days are all there, we'll calculate. And it is the 2008, we know that one, it is divisible by 4. 4 5s as well as 0, 4 2s are 8. So it is a leap year. Obviously, leap year will have 2 odd days there. 2 odd days. 2009 will be 1 odd day. 2010 will be 1 odd day. 2012 1 odd day. So the total odd days in this completion of the years will be 5 odd days. So up to where 17th March. 17th March are only 5 odd days. That is 5 days more than a Monday. 5 days more than a Monday. But they had not asked us to calculate from 17th March 2008 to 17th March 2012. Some extended, some days were extended. So 5 days from that one, 17th March to 1st April. 1st April, if we see 17th, it is 15 days is extra is there. 17th, 18, 19, 20, 18, 17, 18, 19, 20. Because 17th March already completed. So 17th we need now to take 18, 19, 20. 20 to 30 it is 10 days. 11, 12, 1st April. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 20th, 20th, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 10 days additionally. So 1, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So the total 15 days they have taken additional days. So from 17th March to from 17th March to 1st April, and additionally they have 15 more days. So in this one, 15 days already up to years 5 odd days. Up to the years we have calculated 5 odd days plus 15 days extra means 15 days extra means 20. 20 divided by 7. 6 days will be there. Sorry, here. So here 20 divided by 7. 7 2s are 14, 6 days more. So from Monday to 6 days we have to calculate. From Monday 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or one day back either we can go or we can go 6 days forward. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. The sixth day will be Sunday. Sixth day will be a Sunday. So like this we can calculate. Or one day back again we can go, because one day back means it is a Sunday. So 6 days. So total 6 odd days we have calculated. So like this we can calculate we can solve the problems like this. So 17th March to 17th 2012, 5 odd days. 5 odd days. Again from 17th March to the 1st April we have calculated 15 odd days, and total it is 20 divided by 7. We have the remainder as the 6, and from Monday, because they have given 2008 was Monday, from Monday we'll move either goes to 6 days forward or 1 day back. So the same answer will get that one. So this is the way to solve that kind of problems. Then another type of the problems that they gives you, that is one day, find the day when another day is not given. So when the another day is not given, how to solve that kind of problems, we'll have the discussion. So what day of the week was 15th August 1947? 15th August 1947. Here it is very easy if we have the basics knowledge with us. First of all, we have to decode here this year 1947. 1947, how many odd days are all there means. So we have to divide this first of all centuries, because 4 digits are all there. So thousands, if we make it as multiplication, 1600 years plus 300 years. It's totally 1900. 1900. So 1900. So how can we write here 1900 plus 47? Then again 1900, why I have divided 1600 means it is completely divisible by 400. Then we can take this odd days as 0. So just for the simplification only. If it is a 2024, then 2000 plus 24 years I can write that. So because it's a simplification for the calculation of odd days. So 0 years plus 300 plus. For this 47, this 47th year is not completed. 47th year is not yet completed. So up to 46 we will take. From 46 afterwards, whatever the days are there for the months, then we can calculate. I hope that you have understood. So that is from 1901 year to 1946, the number of odd days we will calculate, plus 1947 January month to 1947 July month, plus, because August month is not yet completed, plus 15 days of the August. 15 days of the August. So like this we will divide that year which they have given to us for the easy of the simplifications. Easy of the simplifications. If we see here in the 16th century, if it is divisible by 400 means 0 odd days, and 300 year we have already have seen in this chart, because 100 years will have 5 odd days, 200 years will have 3 odd days, whereas 300 years will have 1 odd day. So that's why 300 years is a 1 odd day. Then so 1901 to 1946. So total how many years are there? 46 years are all there. If we divide with the 4, because it is the years means, so 4 ones are 4 ones are 44. 4 11s are 44 plus, so 44 plus 2. So which means, so how many leap years are all there? 11. So 11 leap years are all there out of 46. 11 leap years are all there, and the remaining 46 minus 11 means 35. 35 ordinary years are all there. So 11 into 2, 22 odd days. 35 into 1, 35 odd days. Total 35, 30, 40, 50, 50, 57. Total 57 for this entire 157. 57. Now, from January to July, and anyhow 1947 is not a leap year because it is not divides with a 4. So because if we see this last two digits, it is not divisible by 4 means we can say that it is not divisible by 4 again. So 1947 is not divisible by 4 means it is an ordinary year. So January month 0, January month 3 odd days plus February, January 3 days, February 0 plus March 3 plus April 2 plus 3 May plus June 2, July 3. So 3, 6, 8, 11, 13, 16. So total of this one is 16 odd days. 16 odd days. So here it is 15 odd days. So if we see 1 plus 57 plus 16 plus 50. So this is the total odd days. Total odd days. So now if we add all this one 15 plus 16, 31, 32, 57 plus 32, 9, 89. So now 89 odd days are all there. If we want to calculate that day, we have to divide with 7. 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14. So 7 twelves, so 7 twelves are, sorry, 7 twos are 14. Now the remainder is 5. The remainder is 5. Then we can decode that 5 answer means it will be a Friday. It will be a Friday. So by learning it will be very difficult for you, but if you have the basic knowledge of this one, then we can easily calculate these kind of problems. So here it is that I have calculated, it's a Friday. So simply again, I'll show you the steps. And finally, we have to find out the each and every years 1600 plus 300 plus 46 years plus 1st January to August 15th. So total 1600 is the multiple of 400. 400 is a 0th year, and section 2 300 years will have one odd day. So then 46 years from this 1901 to 46 will now ordinary years has one odd day and leap year has two odd days. And from this calculation 1901 to 1946, if we divisible by 4, quotient will be 11, which indicates that 11 leap years, whereas the remaining 35 years should be an ordinary years. So total if we have calculated 57 odd days, and if it is divisible by 7, remainder as the 1, it indicates that one odd day from 1901. So you need not to do all these simplifications difficult. So just simply from this year to year, how many odd days we can calculate, that will also very easy for us to calculate. So like this, we can calculate that particular type of problems. So see, suppose if I want to know what day of the day will be 2010 March 2nd. If I want to know, see how easy for me to first of all uh, 2000 years plus 10 years, that is from 2001 to 2010. Right? So 2010 means 10 is not completed up to 2009 plus 2010 January 1st to 2010 February ending. How many odd days are all there? In the March month, 2 odd days. And 2000 year is completely divisible by 400, so it is odd days are all 0 plus out of this 9, if we divisibles by 4, 2 leap years will be possible. So out of this total 9, 2 leap years will be possible. So 2 leap years means 2 into 2, 4 odd days plus 7 remaining ordinary days means 7 days plus the January month 2010 is obviously not divisible by 4, so it is not a leap year. So January 3 plus February 0 plus the remaining 2 days of the March. So 7 plus 7 we can remove that 7 plus 3, 10, 14, 15, 16 total. 16 divided by 7 if we do 7 2s are 14, 2 odd days. 2 odd days. Then we can decode that it was Tuesday. So it was Tuesday. So like this, we can easily calculate if we have the basic knowledge of the odd days of the centuries and everything. So I hope all of you have enjoyed this one, and let us have the discussion on the third type of the problem that is very easy, that is matching the year's days with another day. That is, which year in this future will be the same calendar exactly as 2009. So if we see that one, so from 2009 to year that one, odd days between any year is 0 or it's a multiple of the 7, then those years will have the same calendar. So that is only the simple. So this year to that year, odd days are become 0. The next year will be having the same one. So for example, if we see this chart here in this one, so 2009, it is not a leap year, so one odd day. 2009 we have started, right? So 2010 again one odd day will be at 11 one odd day. 2012 two odd days. If we see, so 1 plus 1 2. It is not a divisible by 7 or it's not a multiple of 7. So it is 3 cumulative values. 4 5 it is a cumulative value. 2013 6 and 2014 it is 7. So then the next year, that is number of odd days, or next year, that is 2015, will have the same calendar year. Will have the same calendar year. Like this, we can easily find out this kind of problems. That is the three kind of the problems related to the calendar. If you like my, if you have understood that one, please like this video and share this video, valuable information. And thank you so much in advance from this P1 engineering placements. And here I am producing you some of the sample problems related to that one. Try to solve those problems and give under the comment box. You can pause that one and have the solution, and please give me an answer at the comment box. Then I'll tell you whether it's correct or not. You can stop or pause that one and you can answer these kind of questions. Comment the solutions, those who have understood this one. And thank you very much on behalf of B1 Engineering Placements.